Hi everyone, it's Muriel and I am here to share with you a project that I finished, and I was getting ready to start another one, and I thought I might as well turn the camera on and show someone how I did it, which I'm sure you all have done this before or you've seen it done. And what made me pull these tubes out is that I purchased them maybe 2-3 years ago, and I was watching a channel, a new person's channel that I just subscribed to. Her name is Deanna. Crafting with Deanna. I'll leave it in the description box so I don't mess it up. But she worked with these mailing tubes. You've seen them. The first time I saw these, Sabrina was sharing them on her channel, Sabrina Ann. And she did a really cute, I want to say either Halloween or Christmas, like a box full of goodies, and it was all decorated. So I've had them. I still have one more under my table, and they're just mailer boxes. You can purchase these at Michael's, and if you want to ship something, you can just put it in there and mail it. So I'm going to make these for the holiday, and I'm going to decorate them with some Christmas theme, right? So here's one that I finished earlier today. Just has some twine, a very loud bell, the sticker, the paper, and then right where the seam, because I did the first one on my own without following directions, so you can see the seam break here, but then I just put this little sticker that's like North Pole this way, candy cane this way, such and such that way. So it will make the cutest embellishment box. So I'm not going to decorate it on the inside and fill it yet. I think I'll come back probably in November when I have made a bunch of Christmas embellishments and put them in here and show you how I'm going to decorate them. But for now, I'm going to share with you how to make one. So the paper pad I am using, paper pack, is Holly Jolly Christmas by Echo Park. This may have been picked up at Tuesday morning, or I may have gotten it at a scrapbook fair. The last fair I went to, it was at the end of the night, and they were selling these like 10 for, I want to say $40. So me and another person went half. So she got 5, I got 5, and we only spent $20 each. Something to that effect. But it's really pretty. It has the traditional red and green, but it also has that mint green and that pink in there and a little bit of chocolate. So I am using a sheet of this. And because this is more than 12 inches around, it's probably 16, you know, it may lap over a bit. Only thing I've done so far is cut my paper in half. And of course, I'm again working with a pattern with the lines. So I took the other half of the 6 by 12 and just extended it out. So can you tell where the line is, where the break is? Probably not. It's right here. This line right here. So that's where I've overlapped this just a little over the top. I don't know if you can see. You can't even see. Very small amount, like a ½ inch. And then I'm just going to cut my paper. Let me see if my seam is here. I'm just going to cut it right there. I think that'll be enough to lap over. And that's taking it now to 15 inches. And that better be enough. Yeah, 15 inches. So I'm just going to cut this here. So this is going to be what I use to wrap around. And we're just going to see. Yeah, there it is. It wraps over, so that's perfect. Okay, let me get all this out the way. Get my pad away. Get this paper out the way. Something else I need to do is, before I get started, I might as well cut all my stuff out. I need to put some paper up top, right, as I did with this one. Oh, bring the loud bell back out. You can see I use green paper up top. So I pulled out all of the nesting dies that I had, and not any of them fit exactly. So what I had to do was I had to pull out the Martha Stewart circle cutter, and I tested it first with a sample piece of paper to make sure it was right. So it's like 1 notch above the 4. I don't know if you can see that, but the line is right there. So it's 1 notch above the 4, and that worked out perfect. So we're going to cut, and I have some red paper here, and I'm going to get my glass plate out. And I'm just going to cut 2 circles. Let me just make sure that's going to go around. Move out the way. Okay, so if you don't have this tool here, you just press down on the blade while holding this so this part doesn't move. And you have to have it on some kind of cutting pad or some kind of, I'm just using this glass cutting mat. I hope that didn't move. Okay. And then you have your circle. This is some thick paper, so let me get a pair of scissors out. Let me see. Let's go ahead and get the other one out the way first. This time I'll apply a little bit harder pressure. So I mentioned to you guys in my last video that my daughter had to go back to work just this week for inventory. Well, she has one more day, which is tomorrow, and she has to be there at 5 o'clock in the morning. So that means that I will be taking her because I don't want her driving that early in the morning. It's just too early. I'm just going to try to find this cut here, and I'll be taking her. So I'm going to have to get up quite early, like 4 o'clock, so we can leave at 4:30 and we'll be there at 5. So I just wanted to get this done because I don't know what's my day going to be like tomorrow. I will probably be a dead goose. Okay, so that's kind of, let me just make sure that'll go on top. There you go. And it won't even come off. Isn't that lovely? Okay, and let's get this one. I guess it depends on the depth of the paper because the green one that I cut out was a piece of cake. So I found her channel on a whim one morning when I was having breakfast. I turned on YouTube and her channel popped into the what's recommended for me to watch. And I just went back because she's doing a Christmas in July series as well. So I just started watching and I was so excited. She made some of those rustic candy canes that I did several years ago with the homespun paper. So cool. So here's my second one. Let's just plop this out. And like I said, I'll leave her channel because she is a very talented person. So now I have my paper that I'm going to use. I was going to use my Xyron to wrap it, but I figured I'll just do some wet glue. I'm just trying to roll this so it will just do as I want it to do in terms of bending around this round object. So the first thing I'm going to do, which she did, is take these off so that we're just dealing with the hollow tube. And then what I like to do is put a little glue. And I won't say a little, I'm just going to put some along the edge here. Hope I'm in frame. I raised my camera up a little higher. And I'm going to kind of get it on here. And I almost kind of like the this being inside because it gives me a guide. So I'm going to put mine back inside. I know she did hers a little different. Okay. So I'm just going to press that down. And what you don't want is for it to start to move and start to rise, and then it becomes uneven. So this looks like it's pretty good and probably won't line up as good as it could, but that's okay. So then I'm going to go back now and just start adding some more glue. And I'm just using the art glitter glue, which I really like. I'm really surprised. Wet glues aren't a favorite of mine just because sometimes they take so long to dry. But I can't say that with this one here, and it's really effective. So once it's on there, it's on there. So, like I said, I think I'm going to make these into embellishment boxes. I have an idea. So like I said, when we come back in the fall, that's when you'll see these again. But I did want to share with you because this is a Christmas in July series. So give you some ideas. And if you're like me and you have these tubes on the bottom of your shelf, time to get them out. Time to pull them out. So, okay. There we go. At first I was going to use these as storage, and I thought, Muriel, you have enough storage. Take these things and alter them and get them out of your room. So these will be going to 2 lucky people, 2 lucky subscribers. Okay, so now that's on there good. Then one end you want to glue on, right, so it doesn't come off. So we'll just make this in. So I'm just going to put a bead of glue like so. Just a little. This is some really, like I said, effective glue. So once it's on, it's on. So we're just going to put that on there like that. Okay, and this is our top. Okay, there you go. Now we have our, where are they? Here they go. What are they called? Our red tops. What did I do with them that quick? Oh, here we go. Okay, these edges look a little crazy, but we're just going to put some glue on these because we're going to go ahead and fill those on the top. And if you have a die that fits, then good for you. I just didn't. The nesting dies that I have did not. Okay, so that's that one. And then this one here. Turn it over. Drop that on the bottom like so. Okay, voila. Now we are going to, so, you know, when it's all finished, the lid goes back on top. So now what we want to do is put some kind of decoration. Like that. And the only thing I did with this one here was put a sticker. And the girl whose tutorial I followed, she used some of those cut-aparts that come with your paper collection, the big ones. This paper collection didn't have large cut-aparts. So I'm going to just work with what I have, because that's my theme this year. Work with what you have. And I think I saw the word joy. I thought that would work. If I could just find it in here. Here we go. It's actually the back of the cover. So here is the front and the back. That's the extent of cut-aparts that came in this collection. Otherwise, there were a sticker sheet, and I didn't want a sticker sheet. So I liked that word there. I thought it would look good on top of this here. So let's just get my cutter out, because I can't cut a straight line, you guys. And we're going to turn our light on. I won this at a craft fair several years ago. I went with some friends. I told you the story, and they called my name, the last name to be called. It's number 204060901. I was like, woo! That was so exciting. You know, you've been waiting. You'd be at those crops all night, and you just want to get a prize, right? So, and this is cool because I can kind of sort of almost see the line. So, get this out the way. And then we're going to put joy over here. There we go. Under there. Okay. So here we go. Looks like this. Looks kind of uneven a little. Let me get some scissors and fix that. Okay, I'm just gonna trim this off a bit. I tell you, I can't cut a straight line to save my life. And I think I want to round the corners, so let me get a corner punch. That'll kind of help it out a little. So I was watching Live Love Scrap channel, you guys, and she made some, oh my gosh, with the snow and cocoa pattern, some banner flag embellishments with the paper clip. Gotta try it. I'm looking at the jar paper clips that I have. They're looking at me, and I almost think I have 2 jars of those paper clips. So they were really pretty, and you know, I have the snow and cocoa. I still have lots left, so that's going to be a must try. So thank you, Bona. Okay, so let's get on here. I'm just gonna, I can feel and tell it where the seam is, so I'm just gonna make that the back, but I just want to hold that there so it doesn't move. And then we're gonna get some glue on her. These are so easy to make, you guys. And I've always known that, right? I've just been a lazy duck. Okay, so we're going to stick her, say right there. Let's put it more in the middle. Okay, now I want to get, I think I didn't have paper towels downstairs, so I took what was in my craft room. Because I keep paper towels underneath, and I think I used it, but nonetheless, this works. We're just going to press it down. And then the last step will be to get some twine and Christmas bells, or whatever charm you choose. Okay, so we're going to put the top back on, and it's coming along here. I poured these bells in this little box because I couldn't get to the one I wanted. So these are little ones, but I think I want to use a bigger one. So, and then I also have, someone must have gifted these to me. Look at them, they have a snowman on them. Aren't those cute? So I might want to use those. I don't know how 2 white ones would look, or maybe I should just use a big fat red one. So excuse me while I pour the bells out to get to the color that I want. Or maybe a green one. Let's use a green one because I'm going to use red thread, because I have lots of that right here that I found in my stash. Some really good thick red twine. And all I'm going to do is to hold a large amount of it on one end, because that's going to be what I'm going to use to tie the bow. And then I'm just going to hold it and wrap it around several times. So that's like once, twice, 3, 4. I think that'll be a nice, significant, it'll stand out. Okay, so I'm just going to squish it down like that so it'll look like a nice thick border of juicy red rich twine. And then I'm just going to pull it to the side here because that's where my bow is going to go, and then pull it out here so I can cut it. There we go. Okay, let's put my Martha Stewart thing right here so she doesn't move. So first thing I think I like to do is to tie the knot to keep this twine from moving. Oh, wait, 19 minutes. I'm trying to wrap this up in 20 minutes, you guys. Sorry to keep you so long on this Friday night. Okay. There we go. So then I'm just going to kind of make it look a little neat, right? And then we're going to thread this through this giant jingle bell that I have had for so long. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. I normally keep them in this vintage jar. Well, this is a jar I got from someplace, but it has a witch's sticker on it, and it's full of jingles. Okay, so I'm just going to tie this again in a little bow knot thing. Then make a bow, hang it down, and this cute, she called it a candy box. I think I want to call mine something different. So when you see the video, you'll see the name that I have chosen, that I have blessed this with. But I don't want to call it a candy box because I'm not going to put candy in this. And I know that for sure. There we go. And we're just going to cut off this scraggly end here. And move this out the way and bring both of them back. And there you go. They're so loud. So there you go. These adorable mailing tubes have been transformed into the cutest Christmas tubes possible. So I do have a sticker on that side, and maybe I can just put something on the back here. Let's see. I'm just going to hold you a little longer, you guys. I probably can't. Let's see. Just something so that it looks like it's the back end. Here we go. Holiday cheer. Hopefully that'll be, yeah, that's perfect. So, adorable, don't you think? So if you have these tubes, and you know, Deanna showed not only this tube, like this could be, if you don't want to buy one, you can use like the oatmeal box. I don't buy oatmeal at home, so I don't have one, but she also used the Pringle box. And it's funny because my daughter just finished off a can of Pringles, or there may still be a can. It's that tall can. So that may be an idea too to do a project with. So there you go. Thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry to keep you along this Friday night, but I'm glad you did decide to click on my channel and watch it. Until my next video, you guys take care. Bye now.